Hey guys, good morning. As I mentioned to you, the point in the thumb journey is not going to stop just because the walking has stopped. The videos may become a little less in between, but there's still messages to share and stories to tell. I'm going to continue to do that. Sported a new hat today. You like that bad boy? So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. Ironically, I've been healthy this whole trip, and now I have a head cold, which usually blows up my asthma, so that's just ironic that today I stopped walking. Today I get sick for the first time, maybe that's a good thing. So yesterday, a lot of people asked me, what happened yesterday, and ironically, you'll read about circumstances in the book that didn't get a whole lot of chance to celebrate my own doing. But it was really actually hectic yesterday. So after the walk, which I'm pretty proud of myself, I know the live stream got chopped up, for that I apologize. I will have a chance to thank everybody individually that's helped me along the way. I try to give thanks to everybody that I could, and in doing so I was actually able to keep my head on straight and not be an emotional wreck. I wish I would have been able to take the time to embrace the moment a little bit more. But the way I am, and the way my mind goes, is I hit the end of the pier and had to get on to the next thing that I was kind of committed to. So, truth of the matter is, it's actually a pretty funny story. And got back to Santa Monica about 6:30. Sun was just going down. I don't know what kind of sunset I'm going to have here today. I'm hoping I have a nice one. But like in the morning here, this ocean mist haze comes in, and it kind of happens at nighttime too as it cools down, and it kind of blocks the view. Same way you can't see the mountains, I don't think I'll be able to see the sun that well, but I hope so. But anyway, to make a long story short, I didn't get a chance to really celebrate yesterday when a lot of people were reaching out to me, and my phone, in my infinite lack of wisdom, my phone dies very quickly, especially when I did that live stream. I didn't have a portable charger with me. I left that back in the room, and of course my phone went dead, I don't know, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So people were reaching out to me and they couldn't get me, that's why. But a few really cool things about yesterday, along with the fact that I didn't get much of a chance to celebrate the day and relax, is two things. One is, from a memorable standpoint, the longest World Series game of all time took place last night, which I really feel bad for the folks back on the East Coast, because I think it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning here, maybe later, maybe 3 o'clock. No, about 2 o'clock in the morning here, so it had to be like 5 a.m. back east. So to the die-hard baseball fans, what a game. Dodgers won in 18 innings. But ironically, if anybody ever wants to kind of go, there's a trivia question, you want to ever correlate the last day of my journey, it is now, the last day of my walking was on the very day of the longest World Series game in history. So that's kind of a neat thing. Easy memory thing. But the thing that really took me last night was when we got back into Santa Monica. We stopped for dinner and really just got a pizza, met a couple of folks. But the point I'm trying to make is that because the walking stopped, the point in the thumb message didn't. The stories continue. I met a couple of great young men last night. They work for Sony Pictures. Talked to them for a bit. They work on the business side of things, and then they shared the story with some folks and was able to keep spreading the message of point in the thumb, and I really hope that's what continues. And it was funny, I had another realization last night. So one of the gentlemen said, what did you do before you left? And I told him, but the reality is today is my first day as an unemployed author. It's really the God's honest truth of it. At this moment, I'm not a guy walking. I don't have a job, and my job is to be a dad and be an author, and carry my message, with my partners that we're going to hope to do on the business side of things. But so I'm eager to take that on when I get home. But today, I'm doing another load of wash. I thought I was done with that, but I'm doing another load of wash. I'm going to pack up my stuff, and I'm basically going to head down to Santa Monica Beach and basically do what I thought I was going to do yesterday, which was nothing. Sit there and just take in the moment. Spoke to my kids. Had a really nice moment this morning. My son FaceTimed me about 5 o'clock my time, and he just wanted to tell me how much he missed me. He can't wait to see me tomorrow, and I love him so much. I love my kids so much. That's going to be amazing. So this time tomorrow, I will be on a plane heading home to Pennsylvania, and the rest of my life and the next step with my kids, and I can't wait. So I just want to share some things with you guys. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, how I spent yesterday. Another nice thing, which was weird, my phone was dead, so I had next to no power. But I thought this was really neat, and I don't have the finish to this part of the story, but I got a couple of calls from Hanover, Pennsylvania, a number I didn't recognize. My phone was almost dead. I figured I'd let it, go to voicemail. And then finally, I got a text from that number. It said, "Hey, is this Jim Smith?" And I said, "Yeah, it is." I said, "My phone's dead. I can't really talk. I have like 8%." And he said, "Well, this is a young man from Mrs. Rogers' class." He goes, "I had a few more questions I didn't get to ask in class. Can I ask them?" I said, "You can, but if I don't get back to you, it's because the phone went dead. But feel free, and as soon as I get power back, I'll answer." I said, "It's okay. I'll ask him when you get the power back tomorrow." So, again, I love hoping to talk to people and spread the message and spread the thought. And here's a young man reaching out to me directly. So I don't hope his questions are simple ones that I can answer simply. But as of right now, we're still spreading the message. I had another really nice moment last night at the bar, talking to these two gentlemen, Esau and Michael. And Michael is just like Michael Pena, who is an actor that's in. He's hard to describe. He doesn't star in everything. He co-stars in everything. He's great. He was in the remake of Chips. He was in The Martian, Matt Damon. He was in, just look at Michael Pena. He was in Fury. So anyway, I asked my usual questions and start conversation, and they had asked me about, a story or a surprise story, and it was kind of a neat moment. I guess I'll share it with you guys. So. I was telling about the day in Hobart, Indiana, how Hobart came to be, because I've had a lot of great towns and a lot of great people, but the Hobart, Indiana day was the day where I had the people along with the randomness, the complete randomness. And if you've heard me talk about my man Papa Joe Collins and Jim Newmeister, so I was telling that story, and I went. The place we stopped at to drink was a bar that had beer only and no food. They let you bring food in. So I got a pizza from a couple blocks down. I had to laugh because you can have it delivered, and it's like 3 blocks away. And I'm like, no, I'll walk. I guess I haven't walked enough yet. And so I walked 3 blocks down, got the pizza, brought it back. And on the way, I was thinking. So I gave Cindy a call, Joe's wife, and. It was the funniest thing. She answers, "Oh my God, we were just talking about you." It's like 11 o'clock, and I know what they were doing. It's what they do every night back home in Indiana. And I'm like, "I was just talking about you guys." And we sat there. Papa Joe got on the phone crying, saying how he was crying on the walk down the pier, and how he was so privileged, or thought he was privileged to be part of that. So, the journey is going to continue. The stories will continue. I'm going to reach out to all of you as I go on here. And that's it, guys. So right now it's overcast. It's 7:30 in the morning in Santa Monica, California. By 8:30, 9 o'clock, it'll be clear blue skies and sunshine. I'm going to pack my stuff up. I'm going to take it down to wherever I'm going to take it down to. Take it down to where I was yesterday, kind of towards the pier. And I'm going to enjoy the day down by the beach. Later this afternoon, early evening, I'll take a bus probably towards the airport. Dear friend, longtime friend, Scott, I've known Scott almost 12 years now. Scott Aiken got me a room by the airport. Much love for that, Scott. And I'm going to head down there, just throw my stuff on the floor, speak to my kids, and really get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a tough day for me. People were thinking yesterday was going to be kind of this overwhelming, emotional day, and it might have been had I given it the time to, but I'm an idiot, so I didn't do that. And that story actually is going to be a I probably, believe it or not, I walked more yesterday. Maybe not more, but I you know, for a day I was only going to walk 3 miles. I probably walked almost a full walking day. And when you hear the story, you'll know why. But thank you to Alfredo here in California. And again, it's part of the story you'll learn after. But tomorrow morning, the plane leaves, I believe, at 7:30 in the morning, LA time. It's back into Baltimore Airport around 3:30. Just going to get off the plane, one bag with Jamie. She has one bag, get to the car, race to my kids. Wow, can't wait to see them. And that's it, guys. So then real life takes over. Then the unemployed author in me has a whole lot of figuring out to do pretty quickly. So we'll get that done. Everything will take care of itself. This journey took care of itself. God found a way. Again, thanks to everybody who supported me. Love you all. And keep following the videos. They may not be as frequent. And congratulations to the Dodger fans that made it through last night to the end of the game. And that's a weird thing. So if people don't know, I historically sleep very little. I don't know what it is that I toss and turn and only sleep about 3 or 4 hours a night. And but I assumed after this journey was done, mentally, emotionally, I would hit a big comfy bed and I would just be lights out. No. So last night I'm up at 2:30 watching the end of the baseball game. Finally had to take like an Advil PM to fall asleep. And at 5:30 my son's calling me and I'm picking up the phone and answering and speaking to him. So I still don't know why I don't sleep, but you know, it should be helpful in writing the book and getting that banged out quickly. So love you guys. Have a great day. Have a great Saturday. College football starts pretty soon. Enjoy that. And I'll talk to you a little bit later. All right? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.